Did you ever expect going into this that you would be the motivator behind Lady Gaga's next new album?
No, I don't know that I am.
Given how gritty and realistic the first Joker was, I don't think anybody quite expected the sequel to be a musical. So where did that idea come from?
The idea really came from the first movie, and it was always something Joaquin and I talked about Arthur. You know, in the first movie, Arthur is left-footed and out of step with the world.
Yeah.
But we always said, I remember explaining to Arthur to Joaquin, this idea that Arthur has music inside of him, that even though he's left-footed, there's a romance to him. And you know, that music inside of him comes out in the first film when he's dancing in the bathroom or when he's dancing down the stairs.
Oh, the stairs,
remember,
yeah.
right? You know, to us it was not a huge leap because you go, well, okay, well, what happens if in the second movie he finally meets the one thing he's been looking for his whole life, which is love, or at least what he thinks is love? Well, maybe that music that was inside him comes out of him.
So when it came to putting that musical on the screen, you've got to think of like the singing, the dancing.
Oh yeah.
How did you
hadn't thought of
find
that.
it? How did you find it
I found
exploring this new genre?
You know, for me, what's fun about being a filmmaker, and I've been doing it long enough that this is kind of why you do it. You do it to work hard, to take risks. You do it to challenge yourself. And the crew on this movie I've been working with for 15 years, most of them.
Wow.
We like to take something on and go, oh, we've never done that. Let's see what this is like. So
keeps it fresh.
Yeah, it keeps it fresh. I mean, it's not the reason to make a movie, but my point is, it's what makes you excited about going, oh, let's try it.
And I mean, of course, we've got to talk about Lady Gaga. What kind of dynamic did she bring to the team when she came aboard? Because you and Joaquin have worked very closely together on the first Joker especially.
I mean, it was wonderful having another voice in the room. Me and Joaquin tend to, at least on the first movie, have been huddled up in a corner over there. And to now have a third person kind of poke their way in and it be her, it was, for us, it was amazing. And she brought such a beautiful, quiet vulnerability to Lee in a lot of the scenes that I just loved it.
She's got an album coming out soon, Harlequin, which is said to be almost a partner to
I think the way she explained it to me is it's sort of inspired by her experience on the film, which I thought was really interesting.
Did you ever expect going into this that you would be the motivator behind Lady Gaga's next new album?
No, I don't know that I am, but I think the character was.
And just finally, because we are a cinema brand, what can I say? What was the first film that you remember seeing in cinemas?
I'm old, and I remember being taken to see Jaws. But I was only 5, but still, I just remember that going to see Jaws and being a little bit traumatized by it.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I was traumatized by that, and I think I watched it when I was about 18 for the first time, so that is understandable.
It was a different time back then.
Yes, it was.
You babysitters, you just brought the kids.